welcome back to another episode of Unteamed Outdoorsman. And today we're going to be doing the install of the native Watercraft Titan Propel 12 crank arms / pedal drive system that comes with your kayak when you buy it. We're going to be showing you how to install this. We're going to be showing you what you have to do to get this in the water functioning properly and just making the experience even better for you on the water. So we're also going to be doing an unboxing of the native SideKick. We're going to actually be showing you how to install that as well. That's the wheels for the kayak. This kayak is extremely heavy bare, so that's a really important upgrade to do. It's a little expensive, but we feel like it's worth it, especially because the Ascend 133X videos that we made, when we bought the wheels for that kayak, we were like, oh my god, thank god we bought those. So definitely a really important purchase, I feel like, especially if you kayak alone. But yeah, we're going to get into this right now. We're going to show you how to install this for you.
Alright, so to install these crank arms, it's pretty simple. So they are indexed with a left and a right. You'll actually see the serial numbers on the bottom of the crank arms themselves. So, and it's how you're facing when you're sitting in the seat. So the L will go on your left side when you're sitting in the seat and your right side when you're sitting in the seat. Now, Native has a torque specification of 26 foot-pounds for these crank arms. And I'm going to be honest with you, we don't have a torque wrench here, so we're going to go Peter torque. So I'm just going to, it's a tapered shaft on the crank arms. So I just put the bolts in for now, and I just snug them up, and I'm just going to go until I feel like they're tight enough to where it won't strip this out. But it's a super simple install, just this big Allen that you actually get with the boat and the screws that you get with it. So we're just going to tighten this down now. Okay, and one more, just a small one. Okay, we'll call that tight. What I'm doing when I'm doing it is I'm just putting the Allen in and I'm just pushing the pedal against it because naturally that will tighten it up. That's quite tight. One more for the shirt. All right. Now they're on. Now it's time to get into the SideKick install, so we'll see you when we get back there. Alright guys, so we're going to do the native SideKick unboxing right now. Like we said, this is an onboard wheel system. It's pretty much a mandatory when you get big kayaks like this that are super heavy to lug around. And especially if you don't always go with a fishing buddy, this is super easy to just load and unload yourself. It is kind of an expensive purchase, like we said, for these kayaks. This one from Native is $219, I believe. And if you get the Boondocks landing gear, it's like $3 something. So we opted with this one. Plus, stick with Native. You bought a Native kayak. So just coming inside, first off, you got these bright red hexagonal tubes. These will mount like this on your rails, one on each side, and then your arms will actually go into it after. So here's the other one. Now that we made a mess with that, you got your two wheels. These are rubber. It's pretty good. I figured they'd probably be plastic with just a plastic wheel insert. Kind of figured that. Now what else do we got? Oh, so this is what your Native rail mounts, they just sit on there. It's nice. They say Native Watercraft SideKick on them. It's pretty neat. Throw it back in the box. Alright, so these are what your wheel's actually going to connect to. And these just sit on either side of the kayak, so they'll go down like this when you want to use them, and then they'll fold up like this and they'll sit on the back of the kayak. So these are pretty cool. Everything's that anodized red too, so it's nice and matching. And then, last but not least, this is the bar that's going to span across your kayak this way. And this is all your hardware that they provide with you in the kit. So we're going to get back there and we'll show you how to install this thing. Alright, so we got this back here and we kind of got it mocked up to where it's going to set. So the closest you can get it to the center of the boat is going to be the easiest when you're lifting. So now I'm just kind of trying to figure out exactly where we're going to line everything up and how this is all going to set in. I just roughly screwed these in just so it'll hold for a second. And we're just going to get everything eyed up, lock everything down, and then we'll come back to you once we get everything in. It's a pretty simple process. Just as long as your pieces for your wheels sit all the way in so you can put the pin in, then that's how far they get to go. It's pretty simple. Really not that hard. But yeah, I'll get back to you in a second when we're getting this all done. Alright guys, so we got this pretty much all set up now. We got it where I want it to be, as close to the seat as possible, like I said. I did about just an inch off of each side of these bars, so pretty close. We did it by eye. And then we put the legs in, and when you look these up online, I've seen a lot of videos, but basically you want these legs to go in as far as possible just so you can get your pin in on each side, and the pin's got a ball in it, so it locks it in. So once you get those in all the way, then you can just move these inserts out to the outsides, move that one to there, and then you could just set screw here and a set screw here, and that locks these to this bar and then this to this bar. So this will never have to come out the whole lifetime of having the kayak, unless something obviously is wrong with it. But yeah, I'm just going to pop the wheels on now, and then I'll get back to you guys once it's all finished, and we'll show you how it works. And that's Peter Torque spec. Bam! Old son. Okay. Slide this in. Click, clack, boom. Now when you go to wheel her around, just pop pin. Pull out. Put down. Alright, so that's the install. Like I said, super simple, just a couple nuts and bolts. We get the tires on now, so yeah. So guys, this is how you get your native Titans from the factory. If you didn't know, you gotta install the rudder on it. So they give you, this is literally a piece of like boat plastic, and they just cover the hole where the rudder will go into, and they tie this rope onto it, and you just untie that. We'll hang this on the wall. This is probably actually off of a native Titan or a Slayer of some sort, because it's got that like dark oak color. So take that off, push it up, and then our rudder's just gonna slide in there from the bottom. Okay, but first thing you do, make sure that handle over there is lined up straight, so when you install this, it's straight. Slide forward, and then this is just singular screw. That's long. You just take this and install it the same way the handle's facing. Straight up. Alright, so now once you just push that rudder up in, you put this bolt that comes with it right through. Tighten it up all the way. I just tightened it up until I couldn't tighten it anymore. But you don't want to go too much because it's plastic. And now we should have full operation of said handle. Actually, I gotta loosen that, because this is the tensioner for this. Alright guys, so we just got done finished installing this rudder. Like I said, we tightened that up. Made sure the handle was straight the whole time, so now you just turn the handle, moves either way. But yeah, this was a good video. Got the SideKick installed, got the pedals installed on that, and got the rudder installed, so we're getting, you know, steps closer to being done with this boat. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, you could email us if you have any questions or thinking about collaborations, stuff like that. But yeah, stay tuned for the next videos of this. We're getting some big stuff coming. Like I said, Lowrance Fish Finder is going to be coming soon. So yeah, just stay tuned for that stuff. So thank you.